Okay, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be working on exhaust. I've been doing a little bit of work already. I got the driver's side completely finished now, I think, and that was an adventure. So now that I kind of know what I'm going to do on the other side after doing the driver's side, I will take you guys along for the ride on that one. So that one was kind of a headache because got most of it done, and then I was having issues with the V-band clamp, and then I forgot to weld the O2 bung in again, so I had it all like set up, and I'm like bolting everything together, had it almost all the way bolted in, and I'm like, shit, I don't even have the O2 bung in there, so I had to pull that thing out again, and drill a hole, weld the O2 bung in, and then I snapped one of the exhaust bolts off inside the head, so I had to get that thing out. It was quite an adventure. So now I'm going to do the passenger side. There's a lot less stuff in the way because I don't have the steering linkage and everything on the passenger side, of course. So that one should be a little bit easier. And I think the driver's side turned out okay. I mean, it should work. So I'll show you guys what that looks like, and then we can get started on the other side. We'll start on the top. Got this all in there now. You can see this bolt. I went back to one of the factory steel bolts because I snapped that one off. Luckily it wasn't in there that tight, so I was able to get it out with a little bit of heat and a vice grip. So that came right out. I did end up having to take the coolant temp sensor out. I tried to work around it, but I actually smashed it with the header, so I broke it. So that sucks because that thing's brand new, but I'm pretty sure I just broke the plastic. I hope it still works. It should, but that kind of sucked. So I pulled that thing out, and you can see down there I got the O2 sensor bung welded in, so there's plenty of room there. So that should be pretty nice. Now we're underneath. Pipe comes through on the bottom. I have the V-band, so I'll be able to disconnect it there and then remove the rear piece, and then I can get it all out in two separate pieces. So I did have a bend there, piece coming over. Then I have this 36-inch Glasspack. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the mufflers. And I'm kind of up in the air how I feel about this V-band. It seems like it's working okay, but I did warp it a little bit when I welded it on, so I'm going to have to do that a little bit different on the other side. But I'll get out of here and then I can show you what it looks like. I was honestly kind of worried about it a little bit, being on the outside of the frame rail, because I was worried I was going to be able to see it, but you actually got to get really, really low to be able to see it. I mean, right now the camera's only probably 2.5 feet off the ground, and you can't really see it. So you got to get pretty darn low to be able to see it, so it's not like you'll be able to really see it from the side too easy. So that's about it. I'm going to get working on this side now. You can see there's a lot more room, a lot easier to get in and out, and should go a lot quicker. I got the header back on. Marked a little spot down here. That's where I'm going to put the O2 bung. And I did mark another section down there where I'm going to cut it off so I can put the V-band on there. So now I'll take it out, and I can drill it and cut it. Alright, so we got the hole drilled and the bung in there.
Don't look at it.
Guys. Just tack it in. Go ahead and fully weld. Glove. Done. Oh.
It's still way too bright for your eyes.
Flip up this other half quick. I tacked the V-band on there. So I'm going to do something a little bit differently than I did last time. I decided when I'm going to clamp this together, or when I'm going to do the welding, I'm going to have both sections in the V-band clamped tight. When I do the welding, I think I'm going to do more of like a stitch weld or a tack weld all the way around instead of just a long bead. Because the other one, I noticed I did it separately. Like I welded this one, this section was on the other piece when I did the full weld, and they warped a little bit, and I actually had to take a grinder and even them out so I could get the pieces back together. So these normally fit together really tight, and they warped. So this is how I'm going to do it, and then hopefully that'll be a little bit better and they won't warp. Alright, so I'm underneath now. So I got this piece. Just cut two 15-degree angles on it. So this piece will come up something like this. If I get it at the right angle, it's pretty flat coming straight back. So that's where I'll be able to weld the muffler onto. About right here, coming straight back. So that's the plan. I think it looks pretty decent. It's coming down far enough. Probably just about right there. So clean up the inside of the pipes a little bit. Weld it onto the V-band. Then I'll be able to go straight back. Alright, so this is all welded up now. Just going to leave it clamped until it completely cools. But other than that, not too bad. So here it is, all cooled down now. My booger's all over it. I got the clamp off, so I just wanted to show how well this V-band actually holds. There, it popped off. Pops back on. There. A little tough to get back on, but it does hold it locked into place really nice. Oops. Just like that. A little twist and put it on, and then it's on there pretty good. So this side is also done. O2 sensors there. It just comes right underneath here. It's pretty close to the frame. I don't know if I'm going to support this somehow or not. I might throw a little rubber hanger on it. And I got the V-band going right up there where it connects. So that's pretty much done. Alright, so the exhaust is done. O2 bungs, everything's good to go. Muffler's on. So when I get that piston in with the good rings on it, I'll do what I need to do, get that shit in there, and then throw the head back on and start it up and possibly go for a drive. So kind of exciting. Took like an extra couple of weeks dealing with all the problems and the crap, but it's part of the game, I guess. Had a lot of challenges and kind of things going wrong here and there over the last week or so. But hopefully everything's going to be smooth sailing from here on out, and then we can get it started and go take it for a drive. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. I did get the drive shaft for the white truck, so I'll probably throw that thing in there. Then at least it'll be mobile and I can move it in and out of the garage or park it on the road or do what I want with that. And work on selling that hunk of junk. Oh, I did get this thing. It's a new power steering pump. It does have the reservoir right on it. So I know I talked about it in the previous video that I went and got this thing, and I was going to mount this externally, but I saw one of those at the junkyard the other day and said screw it, and just decided to buy that thing instead. And then I don't have to worry about a hose or mounting an external power steering reservoir, because it's right on the pump. So that'll be nice. It'll be all one piece, and that'll free up some space there. So while I'm waiting on the piston and all the other stuff, I'll probably take this junk out, throw that thing in there. Hopefully I don't drop any more bolts in the engine. Funny story about that, I did get my 5-year-old to admit that he dropped a bolt in there. So the story doesn't really match up completely, but I guess I got to take his word for it. He said that he dropped the bolt and it probably got in the engine. So maybe I didn't do a good enough job of double checking it before I threw the intake on. If that's the case, oh well, it happens. You can always fix it, right? So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing, and be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Share the video, tell your friends, and let's get this thing going. Have a good one.